The class is still going on, and I can say that certain things succeeded already in terms of the goal of the class to create a sensibility for the ethical concerns, for concerns of other cultures and communities in crisis and conflict. In terms of design work, some of the projects are very successful in the way they are managing to project the story and issues that we faced in the camp to the world outside. We are still working on the collective project, which will be, and that's something that just came out of these design projects that we did based on the ideas of refugees themselves. Was that we had a discussion about what is this exhibition for, or these design objects. We basically enacted someone else's ideas with certain skills and knowledge that we brought in. What is with that? So we are going to be using these artifacts to create a video that talks about the problems and concerns of the refugees and the camp planning through the lens of these design objects: scarcity of materials, issues of water, problems with education, and so on, without necessarily pinpointing at the people and victimizing them. How this will turn out, it remains to be seen. I will be sharing it with you as soon as it's finished. We are still in the middle of the semester, but I could say that kind of collective framing is something that will be useful, and also we will use it as a stepping stone for the next class, which is taking place in the fall, so that the next generation doesn't have to start from scratch, but will be informed by the work of the previous generation. So my experience with this approach is mixed. It worked really well with students who are motivated, driven, and who really care about the issue. For them, it was transformative. It gave the agency into their hand. They became the ones who are in the driving seat and not asking, teacher, what shall I do? Tell me the next step. So they became the ones who are in the driving seat of their projects. For the students who are more there to get a good grade, they would have been passive anyway, and they remained passive, and they come to the class and kind of participate, but just to be present physically, and that's it. I should say, at MIT, luckily, we have very few of these types of students. Most of them are super motivated and driven, and that's where the active learning approach makes much more sense.